The hierarchy of evil. Now, if you work in a cancer ward, you think the whole world has got cancer. And if you work in forensic pathology, you think that there is a lot of evil in the world. Because every single day we see man's inhumanity to his fellow man. So I think if you ask me if people are generally good or evil, from where I'm sitting, it looks like there's a lot of bad in the world. And in my own machinations of my mind, I've come up with what I call the hierarchy of evil. And I'm going to use a car as a metaphor. It's a very simple metaphor, but I think it will bring home the concept of the hierarchy of evil. So the lowest level of evil to me would be if you're driving your car and you change the radio station, and then you accidentally or negligently kill someone. So you didn't mean to, but because of this negligent non-concentration, you cause a death. That would be the lowest level of evil in my opinion. A level up would be if you break the law. So you're speeding, you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs, you go through a stop street, and now you kill someone. So you are more to blame, and this is a greater level of evil. A higher level of evil is if there are orders involved. So for example, you have a chauffeur and you tell your chauffeur to drive fast because you have to get somewhere quickly, and that chauffeur accidentally kills someone. That is a greater level of evil because they're following orders that could or could not cause harm. A higher level of evil is if someone wakes up and plans or premeditates harm. So if there is premeditation, they wake up willing to do harm, that is a greater level of evil and criminality. And then you can scale this using the same examples as I gave earlier. Imagine you're a corporation and now you negligently plan to save some money and you don't fix something in your fleet of cars which cause deaths. You didn't willingly want to cause deaths, but because you're trying to save money, it causes death. That is a greater level of harm and evil because it affects more people. And then a greater level is if someone knowingly does not fix their fleet and it knowingly causes harm or injuries or deaths. That is a greater level of evil. And to me, I think the greatest level of evil is if it's scaled even higher. Someone who wakes up, premeditates or plans harm to a person or a group of people for political, religious or ideological reasons, or even worse, for no reason whatsoever, for nihilistic reasons, which cause the harm or death of a lot of people. To me, that is the greatest level of evil. And this is my views as a forensic pathologist, my personal views of the hierarchy of evil.